Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go over how to do your own grade check now that we're on distance learning. When we're on distance learning, our gradebook is going to look a little bit different. You may have noticed in some of your classes that you have incomplete assignments. These assignments you may have started, you may not have looked at it, or maybe you're really busy one day and you just did not have a chance to get to that assignment. So we're going to go over 3 examples. We're going to go over an example of what you would hopefully wish that your gradebook would look like while on distance learning, a really good example. An okay example of maybe the student is missing 1 or 2 assignments in the class, and an example of when you really need to be reaching out to your teachers, or maybe your teachers have already reached out to you and you need to be utilizing their support to help you get work done. So you're going to start out by going to a Google document, getting out a sheet of paper, whatever works for you. I think doing it on Google document is really easy because I will show you in a little bit of how simple it is to just click and be brought to an assignment that you need to be working on. So let's start out by going to a really fantastic student's grade book. So we're going to look at Mr. Foss's language arts. So we see that this student overall is getting an A-, which is fantastic. We see that there is a grade put in for every single assignment in Mr. Foss's gradebook. That is so amazing. So this is what we're looking for. We don't have any dashes and we don't have any incompletes in that gradebook. Again, this is our goal. Now if we go into a different class, we're going to be looking in Mr. Peterson's class for this example. We see that overall, this student has a C in the class. We see that most of the assignments are filled in with some scores, but we also see this incomplete sign. Again, like I said before, an incomplete could mean that you started something but just didn't finish it. Maybe you got busy and didn't have time, so that assignment is actually missing. These scores right now are not impacting your overall grade. So sometimes when we just look in the grade book really quick and don't actually click into the class, it shows that we're doing fantastic. We're like, oh, we don't need to do anything. But that isn't correct. So we see that in the formative assessments, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's not graded, so maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. But some of these are due in the future, so we don't need to worry about it. One thing that I'd like you to do, if you're using something like a Google Doc to make your grade check sheet, I would like you to just highlight and copy and paste that assessment. So if we go back to our grade check sheet, I can go to my science, and all I have to do is paste that in there. Then it gives me this blue link, and it hyperlinks the actual assignment. So when I have extra time, maybe one day of the week, you don't have much to do. For an example, on Wednesdays, you just have your advisory check-in. If it's not a beautiful day out and you're not going outside and exercising for a gym or something, that might be a really great opportunity for you to go back and check your grades and get some incomplete assignments finished. All you'll do is click on this little link and look. Oops, I should have done it for science because I teach science. But it will bring you right to the assessment. Okay, so again, this was for a student that, yeah, they're missing some stuff, but overall, they're turning a lot of things in, which is great. So again, let's just go over how to copy and paste. We'll just copy and highlight the whole thing. We'll copy it. We'll go to our grade check sheet. Go to where science is. We don't really need this due date in there. And then push paste. Okay? The due dates might be nice to keep in there just to see if you need to prioritize any of our assignments. But for right now, we don't need it. Okay. Now this is a class where you need to be reaching out to your teacher. It's more than half of your assignments are showing as missing or incomplete at this point. So maybe your teachers have already reached out to you to see what they can do to help you. I hope they have. So in this case, this is my class that I actually teach, and I've reached out to a student quite a few times through Schoology and emailed their parents. But for some reason, some of these assignments just aren't getting done. Okay, so we see that They have completed 2 of my daily assignments, and then they just need to be doing some of their formative stuff. They've turned in half of that one, so that's not horrible. Okay, but we need to be, again, copying and pasting and going into our grade check sheet so that we can complete these assignments moving forward. Again, if I just click on that link, it will bring me right to where I need to go. I don't need to go back into anything or search and try to find the assignment that I was working on. I really like this function of just being able to copy and paste right from that class. Again, we understand that during distance learning, we have lives. Things come up that we don't expect. Maybe we're taking care of siblings, and that's a lot of work. But with that flexibility means that you can do your assignments whenever you have time. So if you have time at night, if you have time earlier in the morning, you can always go back and check your assignments and see if you missed anything. I hope this was helpful to figure out how to do a grade check. If you have any questions, please be reaching out to your teachers. We miss seeing you all, we miss hearing from you, and we hope to hear from you soon. Bye, guys.